at some stage.
Well, we are legislators. We are not supposed to comment whether they are aggressive, whether they are progressive, whether they are not. They are not supposed to, because my people from Yoruba will say that the person that is going to arbitrate is not the one that will start a crisis. And there's even no crisis in tax reform bill. And the bill is before. Regionals have spoken, some individuals have spoken, businessmen, businesswomen, CSOs, youth, and the elderly ones, they have spoken about it. Yes, and we know that when it comes to the issue of tax, people will always react. Even in the Bible, the taxman is always the one that is seriously dreaded, to the extent that the apostles of Jesus Christ went to him that, are we supposed to pay tax? And he now showed them that coin where the head of the king, the emperor there, who was Caesar, was inscribed. I showed them whose figure is on this coin. He said it's that of Caesar. He now said, give unto Caesar what is Caesar, and give unto God what is God. Meaning that tax is very necessary and very compulsory. And yes, the reforms, they came in a kind of document initiated by the executive arm of government and presented like an executive bill to the National Assembly. So for us, we have gone through the first hearing, or the first hearing of the bill, which was just to read it to senators, and then the second hearing, which is supposed to be Senate, which had already been done. And then that committee had been given about 1.5 months hearing. And for me, as the spokesperson of the Senate, who is billed and directed to speak on behalf of Nigerian own senators, which I am one of, I will not stay on the television station or the radio station to now conduct the public hearing. So the bill had been submitted and been given to us. We are now in the process of making sure that all critical stakeholders, those stakeholders that are not critical, I want to have anything to do with it. I want to contribute. I want to say something, either negatively or positively, about the tax reform and bill, that they will come forward and they will argue. They will submit their position. They will tell us, they will tell Nigerians, and this will be done in the open. It's not going to be done in a closed door format. It's going to be done in the open. Every Nigerian will see it, either at home and even in the diaspora. So we all see it, we all contribute. So it's not going to be, it's not a National Assembly matter. So I don't want us to look at it as National Assembly wants to make law. Yes, even when we want to make law.
But that's the work of the
even when we want to, yes, we want to make law. When we want to make law, students, other youth, elderly ones, stakeholders that are not even seriously critical. So they should make themselves available and present papers, memoranda, and even come a person and argue it out. So we now collate. It is when we collate that we now go into it, whether we are going to. They have been formed before the National Assembly, so the National Assembly will just wake up one day and say, oh, we have passed it. So, and that's one bill. And then it has become law. No, that is not the position of the National Assembly. So because get to where we are going. So we are not supposed to take position before Nigeria has debate it. We are not supposed to take position. The only thing that we have done is from the executive and the legislative, let's do a discourse, whereby, like when the president wisely said, okay, is the Attorney General of the Federation, the liaise with the National Assembly to talk further about the provisions of the reforms, and then maybe any critical stakeholder that can talk especially behind the doors now, about it before it goes to the public domain, whereby we are going to conduct a public hearing, you know, call for memorandum, call for presentation of ideas, and then come a person at the given date. Okay. It's not going to. It might not be even in a day. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. We don't bother. We don't mind not to do a critical list. And we know that more than 50 years, the tax regime of Nigeria needs to be reviewed. We all know that one. We all know that because it's just like everybody knows and wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. So the thing is that we all know that we need a reform, especially the tax regime of Nigeria. We need a reform. So, but even when we know that we all accept that we need a reform, so we have to bring in everybody to maybe contribute his or her own voice to the reform that we want to put into the tax reform bills. So we don't want it to be like the executive just wake up one day and say that, oh, we want to do reforms, and then they just pass it on to the legislature, and then the legislature just wake up and the other day and say that, oh, we have passed it, and then it has become no, it's not going to be like that. So that's why we are not going to do a critique. We are not going to take it clause by clause and start debating it on television, and we are not going to get to any radio station and then at the studio try to debate it and then foreclose the voices of Nigerians on the issue of tax reform.
Okay, Senator, but then as a core member of the ruling party, that's the APC, but of course this is one of the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I want to understand what your position as a person is, because some of your colleagues who are against the bill emphasize on the fact about the timing, not a proper timing for Nigerians. But then I want to understand, as much as this bill exempted some some Nigerians, the people earning below 1 million.
Oh yes.
Do you think these reform bills are necessary?
Really, personally for me, without speaking on behalf of the Senate, personally for me, yes, I think that the reforms are very necessary. Because for the first time, tax regime that is going to maybe give tax exemption to low income and those ones, and the minimum wage will not be paying tax. And when you look at the other provision that any business that is not up to 50 million will not be paying tax, then definitely it is a very, very good opportunity for Nigerians who are low income earners, those ones that are going to business, private business, personal businesses that are below a certain amount of money and input will not be paying tax. Then definitely, because if we say that the populace of Nigeria consists about maybe 70 or 80% of those people who are just within that kind of range. Then if we have a regime of taxation that can protect those people, then nobody will say it is not very good, that is not popular, it is not populist. I think that's a very, very good policy from any government. And besides that, when we say that we want to harmonize and make sure that taxation in Nigeria of the local government, the taxation regime, that of state, that of federal government. Because at times when you even move to some states, you see local government take a tax, state taking tax, federal government taking tax on the same matter. So definitely, if you have a system whereby we are going to harmonize that, and then it means that you will only pay tax only at once. Definitely, it is a very good business environment for anybody either within Nigeria or outside Nigeria that is coming in. And when you say that there's going to be a tax tribunal whereby if you are paying your tax, then definitely there's a place whereby you can be reported and you can be called to question. I don't think that one is very inimical to the growth of Nigeria and Nigerians. And then when we say that, look, for now, let us say that where they consume, whatever tax they pay there, should be left to those people that are consuming. So I don't think that is a very bad idea. That is personal to me. I'm not stating it as National Assembly stand because until after we now hold the public hearing, and then Nigerians, when we open everything to them, and Nigerians now say, yes, we are with it or we are not with it. That is where that is the stand that Nigeria, that the National Assembly is the stand that National Assembly members will take.